it going, boys and girls? Welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH after show. Let's get right into it. So as you guys know, Griffin found out that Peter is actually Heinrich Faison, and he decided to confront him this week. Heinrich's reaction was very interesting to me. He was scared out of his mind. But to be honest, I'm not sure if it was an act or not. I mean, after all, this is Faison's son, and he shouldn't be as scared as he seemed. And later on, when he went to go confront Griffin at the hospital, he stood outside of his room with this demeanor of just calm, cool, and collective, and then he goes in and acts terrified. Peter, are you evil or not? He does seem very calculating though, because he gave Lulu the copy of The Severed Branch, his book that he wrote, obviously so she wouldn't suspect a thing, and then Lulu proceeded to give it to Jason, and that would throw him off his trail too, I guess. Not that Peter knew that Lulu would give it to Jason. And then Jason let Anna read it, so everyone's kind of buckling down. In the book, the author claims that he has Faison's letter, which was with Faison's belongings. I mean, he kept it as a memento clearly, but this is gonna bite him in the ass, don't you think? Yep, I'm just gonna keep this lighter that has my father's initials on it and hope no one sees it while I'm playing with it in the office. Come on! But you know, between Lulu, Jason, Anna, and Spinelli all working to find him, I feel like the person that's gonna figure out his identity first is Nina Cassadine. Simply because she just don't like Peter. So now she's got Curtis investigating him for her, and Curtis is badass. You know he's gonna figure that shit out right away. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Alexis goes to Finn and says that they need to stop their fake serious relationship, but Finn on a whim says, why don't we make it serious instead? Not sure if he meant it, but I want them to have a relationship. And these writers are still trying to peg Anna and Finn as a romantic couple, and I just don't see it. Alexis actually asked Anna for her blessing, and Anna gave it to them, so, you know. Can we just let that be the end of Anna and Finn? Cause no. Alexis isn't the only one trying to have a relationship with Finn though. Chase is trying to have a relationship with his brother as well, and Finn just ain't having it. Chase, I feel you, bro, cause I want a relationship with you, cause you're hot. You're just hot. God, he's hot. He also had a talk with Maxie about filling in Nathan's shoes, and he's got some big shoes to fill, but he's already doing it in the physical department. Anyway, let's talk about Nelle, because Nelle is up to no good once again. She overheard Carly and Bobby talking about how they need to go back to her old house to check on the earthquake damages. Bobby's working, so Carly has to go instead, and of course that's what Nelle heard. So Nelle goes to Carly's house, somehow gets a key from Jocelyn to the house, and goes in there. She basically somehow gets all this equipment to mess with the lights in the house, and Carly goes in there, and of course Nelle sets her plan in motion, flickering the lights and making weird noises so that she thinks someone's in the house. Nelle even left a broken picture of Morgan underneath his bed in his old room. On another note, Carly's house seems so much bigger than Sunny's. Like, why don't they all just move in there? Sunny is like this big mob kingpin, and then this house is the size of this room. It makes no sense to me. Details. Speaking of Sunny, he's still dealing with his father's Alzheimer's, but there's something else going on. Mike seems to be privy to some information that he shouldn't actually know in regards to Sunny's business. Ancient business, but still business. He seems to be aware of a particular body buried in a particular field a long time ago. I'm not so sure how this is gonna matter in the future, but I'm intrigued a little bit, I guess. Alright, now let's talk about Jim Harvey, because he snuck back into town for some unknown reason. He seemed to be trying to visit Betsy in the hospital and actually appeared behind the door while Drew was in there talking to her. What really bothered me about that scene is that she was clearly looking at someone screaming in terror, and Drew did not turn around to look at what she was looking at. I was like, are you kidding me? Meanwhile, Franco goes under hypnosis with Kevin to try to figure out what happened to him as a child, and it's a very traumatic experience for Franco. He still didn't figure it out yet, but while Drew was talking to Betsy, Bessie decided to tell him exactly what happened as a kid. Unfortunately for us viewers, the audio faded out, but not to worry, I can tell you exactly what she told Drew. So what happened with Drew and Franco when they were children was that Jim Harvey... You're welcome. So Jim Harvey was still lurking around the hospital even after he scared Betsy, and he ran into Elizabeth and Jake in the parking lot and started to hold them hostage. Thankfully for Elizabeth and Jake, Franco actually went out to help them, because Elizabeth and Jake did not handle that situation well at all. Not that I think Franco would handle it any better, because by the time everyone got back out there to see what happened to Franco, her car, and Franco and Jim were all gone. So yeah, that's what happened this week. What did you guys think of General Hospital? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and also stay tuned, because coming up I will be posting a General Hospital top 10 for the top 10 feuds. So make sure you watch, and if you liked this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you want to. I do these videos every Sunday, and I'll catch you guys next time.